Uh, Blessing, peace, and good fortune, and may the fortune of the Most High be with you in all your dwellings. Islam, uh, Hotep to you brothers. Uh, I'm a little, well, I'm not late. I did a video on this earlier this week, but it got interrupted, so it didn't get posted. I'm doing this video to talk about Jay-Z. Jay-Z and his deal with the NFL and what that means for Colin Kaepernick. And why Colin Kaepernick, y'all got to excuse me, I'm going through over under a bridge. And why Colin Kaepernick taking that money gave Jay-Z the okay to do the things he did. Uh, Let me just start out by saying this. First of all, first and foremost, for me, the Colin Kaepernick kneeling situation is deeper than most of us even understand. I'm not going to get into that because that's another topic for another day. Um, it's some it's some it's some bigger things at play when it comes to Colin Kaepernick kneeling. Personally, I don't think it's just about uh, injustice, but I'll touch on that another day. Now, let's say this: for those who were shocked about Jay Z making his deal with the NFL, I don't know why. I have no absolute clue why people are essentially surprised about Jay Z making this deal with the NFL because these are the things that he does. Meanwhile, while he might make a song or two, putting some black power lyrics in it and making people think that he's really about black people, or he might do a thing like make a documentary about uh, the young man that ended up killing himself. I can't think of his name. Or he might do something with Meek Mill with the justice situation as far as prison reform, and I commend those things. But true indeed, truthfully and honestly, you gotta know that Jay Z is about Jay Z. He's always been about Jay Z. He's always gonna be about Jay Z, and that is never, ever, 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 ever gonna change. I mean, just look at what he did with Dame Dash. Now I'm gonna say this because one thing about this situation, one thing about this situation as it relates to Jay, and y'all gotta excuse the dark moments when I go out because I'm going through areas like dark areas. Give me a second. So I'm gonna get back into some sun soon. Y'all gonna be able to see. Okay, so it's not changing. All right. So, okay, so lighting is bad in my car, but I'm in my car filming. Let me tell y'all something. And I got this alleged information by watching Professor Griff. And I kind of believe it to be true because when Professor Griff ran down all the situations and how it happened. So now, not too many people know about Dane, Jay Prince, Irv Gotti, and Suge Knight trying to cut out Universal. Because you know Universal is the distribution company for these record labels back then. What Dane, Herb, and Suge and Jay Prince wanted to do, allegedly, what they wanted to do is cut the middleman out. And they wanted to be the sole distributor for the hip hop genre for something that we started. Well, we started all music genres, but hip hop is something that comes from the core of the black community because it comes from the hood, it comes from the struggle, it comes from all this, that, and the third. Dame decided he wanted to bring Jay in, allegedly, on the situation. So he told Jay. And not too long after he told Jay, the FBI was raiding their offices, brought charges on them, etc., 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 etc. Now, why Irv and Jay Prince and all these people act like this never happened? But, contrary to popular belief, it's all alleged, so we don't really know. But I believe it to be true. I don't see why Professor Griff would lie. Professor Griff is an esteemed scholar when it comes to hip hop and some of the things that goes on in the hip hop world. I can't really see a man of that magnitude really lying about a situation like that as it relates to the music industry. Y'all gotta excuse me for this lighting; it's so terrible. But I'm going in and out of different shaded areas. But I said that to say this: if Jay Z can do something like that, if he can underhandedly and undermine Dame and Biggs when it came to Rockefeller, why are y'all surprised that this man is gonna do what he needs to do to take advantage of opportunity? We live in a capitalist society. I mean, everybody who is rich capitalized off the poor and the misfortunate. I mean, Jay Z is a quote unquote billionaire. You think he give a excuse my language, but you think he give a damn about what's going on in the poor black community? You know what I'm saying? I watched the brother Choke No Joke, and I shout out to Choke No Joke for keeping it all the way 100. Like he said, what youth centers have Jay opened in Brooklyn? What has he done for Brooklyn? What apartments, what brownstones, or what projects did he buy to try to invest back into Brooklyn? I mean, I've heard of nothing. So you got to essentially believe that Jay Z is just gonna do what's best for Jay Z's pockets, and when it comes to anybody else,